Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna be trying some new makeup, but not just any old new makeup. No, no, no. A bunch of new makeup that I picked up at various drugstores. We're starting off the year strong here with the makeup launches, makeup releases. 2021's not messing around. I got that Aspen palette that I was talking about in my, what's it called? Roast or toast video? It's kind of like a yes or no anti-haul wish list. It's from Cosmetics, so I got that highlighter palette. Look at this bad boy right here. Does that look like a dupe for something maybe? We'll find out. I got a new concealer from Revolution Beauty. I got some new foundation. What's the new foundation I picked up? The Milani Glow, you know, tinted moisturizer foundation thingy. So we got a lot to test out. We got a lot to try. I am excited to see if any of these products are something that you need to try to pick up yourself next time, or if they're all passes, you know, all of that jazz. So that's what we're gonna be doing in this video. By the way, if you are new to my channel, new to my face, my name is Ashley Ellix, and if you like what you see while you're watching this video, then I would love it so much if you would consider subscribing. That way you get notified when I post more videos, which is 3 times a week, all beauty and lifestyle related, and all cruelty free as well. But enough about the intro. If you are ready to dive into this basket of goodies with me and slather it all on my face, then you're in the right place. And all you need to do now is sit back, hang tight, keep on watching. You know what's really exciting about this video, at least I think so, is I feel like I have quite a bit of possible dupes for some high-end makeup in here, so I'll talk about them as we go. I already showed you that eye palette. I definitely think that's a dupe for something, but we'll see. First up though, I'm gonna start with the Pixi Plus C Vitamin, I think it's called. It's a brightening perfector. So I think this might possibly be a dupe because when you squeeze out this primer, okay, it comes out white, but there's like these weird like beading looking things in there. But basically when you start to blend it, it almost turns into a tint. Do you see that? So that is what this Tula brightening and blurring primer does. So I got this a couple weeks ago. I'm not particularly loving this Tula primer, but I know some people do. So if we could find an alternative, then that would be great. That one does tint a lot more, but let's see. I don't love that tint from the Tula because it almost darkens up my discoloration instead of evening it out more. So hopefully this one doesn't do that. Maybe it'll be a better dupe, right? Yeah, it definitely does add a bit of a tint to it. It has a slightly different feel than the Tula one. The Tula one almost feels more, it feels thinner. This one feels, you can see it, it feels thicker. It is thicker. It's not deepening up my discoloration nearly as much as the Tula one. If you don't have that issue of discoloration, then you might like these on those days that you don't have to wear very much makeup, you know, or don't want to. Okay, I'm gonna look like dopey here for a minute while we do my face. I got a new concealer and new foundation, like we talked about. So I got the Revolution Eye Bright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer. I got the shade Light. Oh, it's a little spongy, guys. This was around $10. I got it on the drugstore side of Ulta. And if you didn't know, Revolution Beauty is coming to some Targets, okay? They already had Makeup Obsession, which is a sister brand or something of the Makeup Revolution line. But some Targets, including my local one, is actually getting Revolution Beauty, Makeup Revolution, whatever you want to call it. They were putting up the display last time I was there. Is this gonna go or what? That's what I don't like about the clicky things, is like you do it too much and then it all comes shooting out. Come on. There it goes. This is an Eye Bright. I was gonna use this to cover up my discoloration ahead of time, but you know what? I just noticed it does say under eye concealer. So I won't use it like I was going to. Hang on, we're gonna revisit that in a second. Let me just cover up my discoloration with my regular concealers. I'll use the Drugstore, I'll use the e.l.f. one. I take that back, I'm gonna use this CoverGirl one because I haven't used it in a hot minute. It's the True Blend Undercover Concealer. I remember really liking this one and I haven't used it in so long. So what I do is I like to cover up my discoloration ahead of time. Now let's go in with that Milani Glow Hydrating Skin Tint, it is called. I did use this the other day and I felt like it might possibly be a dupe for the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. Okay, I mean, hello, yeah, that might totally be a dupe. It was only the way that I used it that time, so we'll see today. But the way that I used this one the other day was I applied it just with my fingertips onto bare skin. It looked so pretty and gorgeous and glowy, but not too oily. It blended onto my skin really nicely. It didn't look weird at all. It just became a part of my skin, and it definitely evened out my skin tone and texture. Unlike what like the Tula stuff does, this one actually did really well. It was very similar to how this one performs when I use it in that manner without a primer or anything. So no primers. It looked beautiful. But this one was also, I had the ability to be kind of versatile with it. So I'm gonna see if I can get that same versatility with this today. I picked up the shade, oh yeah, Fair to Light. There wasn't as many colors to choose from, but I don't think it has as much coverage. The Hydromaniac did offer a way wider range of skin tones, but this one is a medium coverage. This one doesn't claim to be a medium coverage or anything. It claims to be a light coverage tint. Okay, TBH, honestly, I am not loving it applied with a brush just because it's getting a little bit streaky. It's not wanting to stick as well as with like my fingertips. So I just switched over to the sponge to kind of pat out. And this might be a sponge or fingertip type of foundation. So not a total dupe for the Hydromaniac, unfortunately, in the way that I like to use it and the versatility of this one. But if you're liking this or like the idea of this for just applying with your fingertips on just a light day, or that's how you like to wear makeup, just a little tint, then this is actually gorgeous. So I think I'm just gonna stick to using it that way. But you know me, I like to try it all the ways that I can. It doesn't look bad. I just don't think it's as brush friendly. And it's definitely a lighter coverage for sure. But look at that glow. Oh, the glow is so pretty because it just looks like glowy skin without looking greasy or anything. Oh, super pretty. So now I'm gonna go back over to that Revolution concealer, the Eye Bright concealer. It still didn't come out all the way. I figured if I let it just sit, it would start to spew out, but it didn't. So let me just apply that underneath the eyes. Oh, wow, okay, there's some there. I'll try not to overuse it, but you know I will. Wow, that is blending out. I use way too much. That is, little is going a long way. Let me switch to a sponge on this side because I almost need to absorb some of that excess. Oh yeah, sponge all the way. Ooh, that's lovely. I don't know if it's the pairing of this and that glow foundation or whatever, glow tinted hydrator. That's a good combo for sure. You know what? This is kind of giving the illusion of kind of how that Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand is mixed with a little bit of concealer. Like if you mix the two together, like that is kind of what it's giving me. Not as much coverage as like the regular Shape Tape would, but you know, if you combined it, that is a really pretty illuminating, glowy concealer. And I got the coverage with it. My under eyes definitely look brighter. That's nice. So before I powder my face, I have a new cream blush. I have the Milani Cheek Kiss in Coral Crush. Look at how pretty it is. I picked this up thinking that I was gonna do like an orangey toned look, and now I have this pinky palette to use, but whatever, we're just gonna go with it, okay? We're just having some fun today. We're just testing out some products. I wonder if I should use my fingers for this, a brush, a sponge. But let's take a little feel. Ooh, that is like, wow, that's creamy right away. Oh, that's pigmented. Wow. Let me take a sponge. Let me take the back of this sponge right here. It's already stained from my other cream blushes that I use. And let's just apply some, I like to put it right over here. Ooh, look at how easily that is bouncing on. It is not applying too much. It is just enough and seamless. And you know what? This Coral Crush isn't that corally as that. It's almost a little bit more pinky, like a pinky coral, like a nice balance, like not too pink and not too orange. That's a nice It's a nice in between. I like it. I like it. Okay, all right, cool, cool, cool. I'm not usually impressed by a cream blush that quickly. Hopefully it doesn't disappear on me though, like the e.l.f. one did when we were trying all those new e.l.f. products last week. Yeah, so I don't have any new e.l.f. products to try. If you're looking for e.l.f. products and my opinion on some new ones, I did a full face of new e.l.f. products like last week. I'll link the video down in the description box if you want to see that. But that e.l.f. putty blush was very sad because it looked so good and then it disappeared to nothing. I don't know if that's what's gonna happen with this one. We'll see. We will see. So I don't have any new powders for my face, and I do like to powder typically, so I'm just gonna use my regular stuff. So I'll do that, and then we got this highlighter palette to test out. I'm so excited for it. Ooh! Okay, let's crack open this BH Cosmetics Aspen. It was like a press, an Aspen, a press. I don't know, something like that. So this was actually available at Ulta. BH Cosmetics is sold on the drugstore side, which means you can also use an Ulta coupon on them. So that was wonderful. Yeah, I don't know what it is about this palette that, you know, it's a colorful highlighter palette. Not everybody's gonna love it, but I'm somebody that loves that. This also looks like a dupe. A dupe for something that I don't even think is around anymore. It was that ABH highlighter palette, Moon Dust or something like that, a while ago. This totally looks like a dupey dupe for that. And this looks so pretty. So let me grab my highlighter brush. I don't know which one to use though. Kind of want to use Frostbit. We'll do a little mixture. Let's have some fun. So let me start with Frostbit right here, just because that looks like a good tone for the... Oh, it was right away. Ooh. The only thing is, I wish there was a mirror in here, because this was still like $16 or $17 palette. Yeah, $17. I did get a discount on it. I used a coupon, so I got it for 15 bucks. But still, for that price point, I would like to see a little mirror in there. But that's just personal preference. That is really pretty. Let me take... I think Chill Zone is going to be too dark for me. That's cool though. I want to take a little bit of it. Let me mix Chill Zone and Frosted AF. Do a little back and forth. I never am gonna get over highlighter, guys. Sorry. That's beautiful. Okay. You never know with drugstore highlighters. Oftentimes they can be like dusty. These. Whoa, I am glowing. Okay, these do look like they belong on the slopes, this highlighter, but I'll just be hanging out at my house instead. You can definitely see it head on a little bit, so I don't love that, but I kind of went a little ham, so let me just press it a little bit. Sorry if you are over highlighters. I'm not, okay? Did I have a new setting spray to try? Because I need one, I feel. No, I should have bought that Milani spray that I saw. I saw a Make It Last spray that has SPF 30 in it, which that's awesome. I'll definitely be picking that up for the summer. This is from last year. It's Milani Fruit Fetish in Dragon Fruit Peach. They just relaunched another fruit line. I don't know if this one's gone, but they have like a new fruit theme, like cherries and stuff. I don't know. This one smells so freaking good though. Dragon fruit. Yum. The Make It Last sprays are really nice. I don't use them that often just because I have like my faves standbys, but every time I grab the Milani Make It Last sprays, any of them, I'm just like, this is a good spray. I like it. Brow time. So I picked up some new brow products. I picked up the new NYX ones because I've heard so many people raving about them, and I don't pick up brow products very often because I'm like set in my ways, but I thought we need to give it a go. I'm excited. So I got the new NYX Lift and Snatch. It's the brow tint pen and then the brow glue, which looks a little intense, but I'm here for it. I'm excited. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this kind of similarly to what I would do a normal routine. So I'm still gonna fill in my brows with a pomade. And then what I usually do with the brow pens is I go into the front and I do little hairs. So I do that and then I top this on top. Instead of explaining it, let me do it. Let me throw on the pomade really quickly and I'll be back for the brow pen. Okay, so that's filled in. Got my brow pen. What shade did I get? Ash Brown. That looks like a nice little streaky streak. So what I like to do usually is just kind of do that feathering thing up front. Woo! Whoa, don't press too hard. That has a little pigment to it. Okay. Okay, this looks like it might be another dupe. This looks like it could be a dupe for the Urban Decay Brow Blade, because this thing is super precise too. The Brow Blade is double-ended. It has a pencil on one side, but I really just use it for this. I just really don't like the color of it because it can do weird things sometimes. Sometimes it's turned green, sometimes it's perfect, but this one, this one's nice and a fraction of the cost. Okay. And be warned though that this ash brown is definitely ashy. I mean, I like it to be ashy, but if you find that even ash products will turn red, this one is not turning red at all. It is a ash neutral boom. And it is effortless, like barely any pressing, and it is showing up. Yay! Okay, this brow is gonna look way better. It looks very natural, very soft. I definitely went too ham on the first brow that I did, but I was just getting to know the product. And that's kind of how these first impression videos will go, okay? Some things will just look a little off with me because I haven't gotten to know the products yet. But that brow right there, I'm obsessed with. I love that. Let's hope that this NYX glue, eyebrow glue, the brow glue, works just as well and doesn't ruin the whole thing. This was sold out at Ulta, but I did find it at Walgreens. Seems like there's a lot of hype surrounding this one as well. And it's kind of nice because NYX hasn't come out with anything that made people talk in a while, you know? Sadly, that used to be like everybody's fave, and they've just kind of just been like meow every launch. But these ones, they're getting people talking. So it is supposed to be like very, very gluey. It's supposed to give you that like fanned, like, you know, I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? Okay, it is taking my brow pen away a little bit, so I might have to go touch that up. What is it though? Like fan, like that fanned out brow, like that boy brow, where it's like laid down. If I do it that way, I'm definitely gonna need to do some trimming. But woo, she fluffy now. I don't know, it's not as sticky as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like plaster. It is working nice. It is laying the hairs where you place them, but it's not as scary as I thought it was gonna be. Like I thought it was gonna be a little more intense than this. No, this is nice. I quite like that. I quite like that a lot, actually. I do need to go back in with this pen and just like redefine, since I basically had to draw all that in anyways. I don't really have very much hair right there. But yeah, it's going on top of that, no problem. Sometimes it could be like a little bit weird. No, this is good. This is good. Okay, I see why people are talking about these. Okay, I like that brow pen. I like that brow glue. Basically, it's a brow gel, just a little bit more intense. That's nice. If you have kind of unruly brows, that might be a nice option for you, because my brows over here tend to like fall down. This seems like it might keep it in place. Cool, cool. Okay, let me put some eye primer on and let's use this new eyeshadow palette. So this Makeup Revolution Ultimate Nude eyeshadow palette comes in 3 different tones, just like the eyeshadow palette that I think that it's duping, which is the Huda Nude Obsessions eye palettes that come in 3 different tones as well. I did pick up the light tone just because that color story was just screaming to me this time around, and we'll see how this goes. It looks so, I mean, come on. But this one's $9 instead of, what are those ones, like $29? So let's see how it goes. Have I said that 19 times today already? Let's see how it goes. That's literally what we're doing. I don't need to say it so many times. So let's start by taking this shade right here. I think it'll be a nice little base shade for my skin tone. And I'm just gonna press it onto, or dust it right underneath the brows. It's what I typically do. I only set right there for my primer. And then I kind of want to take this like, ooh, this shade right here. It's kind of like a violet-y nude, dusty, kind of antique-y looking shade. I really like that. Blend it into the crease. The only thing is the Huda formulas, I love her shadow formula. So this one has a lot to live up to. As a transition shade, that one's blending really nicely, but let's deepen it up a little bit. I'm gonna go in with that brown shade in the corner, and let's stick that onto the crease. I'm taking that same shade and I'm just connecting it to the lash line on the outer corner right here. And then I gotta dip into these metallic-y looking shades. Oh, I wanna use them all. Let me just feel this one. Oh, that does. That does feel really nice. Okay, let me use it. It's not exactly this color scheme, but let's just plop it on there. Let's see. Oh, it looks creamy and nice, just like the Huda ones do. It's one of those formulas that feel like almost creamy, but it's not a cream, but it kind of is, but it's not, you know? You know what? You know which one I'm talking about? Oh, that's pretty. And then let's kind of press it and kind of blow it out up here. I don't know if I've ever used an eyeshadow palette from Makeup Revolution. I hear, honestly, not the best things about their eyeshadow palette formulas, but so many other products of theirs that I have loved, but I've always kind of stayed away. But this one, when I saw this palette, I was like, oh, I got to try that because I love the Huda palette. So if this can be comparable in any way, then you got yourself a dupe. And I always like to take my brush and just gently blend those. Okay, so I just smoked out my lower lash line with the same matte shades that I used on top. Just threw them on the bottom, and then I did some liner. Now I have a mascara. I couldn't find any new mascaras that I haven't tried, because I tried that e.l.f. one recently, and yeah, none of them really like stuck out to me. So I got the Pacifica Stellar Gaze Length and Strength Mineral Mascara. It's new to me. Looks really cute. I want to try it because I haven't tried very much makeup from Pacifica, and I thought it was worth a go. Kind of like a traditional style brush. Let's see it applied. I mean, I also did rebuy my Fave Babe, which is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. That is like, I'm losing track now. Tube number 5. I love that mascara. This one, I can already tell that I'm not gonna love it. It just is kind of basic. Yeah, honestly, it's an all right mascara. It's nothing to write home about. In fact, the longer it like sits on my lashes, it seems like it's starting to want to stick together. So not my fave, not my fave. And I'll probably end up putting fake lashes on top of this. But for now, let's try some lip products, okay? Milani sent me their, you know, what are these called? Color Fetish. Weird name. Color Fetish Shine lipsticks, and I also picked up from Essence this Juicy Bomb lip gloss. So let's coordinate and pick a situation. I think it's going to be either between this lingerie shade and this Lustful. I have used these once before and they have a lot of pigment. I don't know, the way they described it, I thought it was going to be more balmy, but no, this has a lot of pigmentation. Let's first try this Lustful shade because it looks a little bit more nude and it looks like it'll go with the Juicy Bomb shade a little bit better. Like, see? Let's try the pink one, the pinkier nude, just to try it. Oh, see, that's like too pink. They're super like hydrating feeling though. If you can find a shade that you like, oh my goodness, they are so moisturizing. It's kind of like, look at how pigmented it is. If you need a lipstick that is rich and hydrating and creamy and almost has that balm feel, try out some of these because like there's a whole bunch of shades to choose from. Just know that they're super pigmented. Like, wow, this one, okay, let me try it. I gotta try it, why not? This one's called Bitten. Oh, that looks so pretty. Oh, wow. And it smells like fruit. I mean, it's called, is this called Fruit Fetish? No, it's called Color Fetish, but it smells like their Fruit Fetish line. This isn't the look that I'm going for today necessarily, but it should be because that is really, really, oh, that is pretty. I'm gonna throw it on the first one though, just because I want to try this Juicy Bomb. As I know, juicy lips, like that's the thing that people are into right now, you know, want to try it out. So again, this is from Essence. It's the Juicy Bomb. I picked up the shade Sweet Peach. I don't think it has the best of smells. I don't know. Well, that's juicy, all right. It's nice though. Okay. I almost thought this was gonna be like the throwback Victoria's Secret little lip jellies. Do you guys remember those? Oh my gosh. Those were so incredibly sticky. So I was a little hesitant on this, but I was like, you know what? It seems like people like these things lately. well, I'm gonna try it. So this one's really nice and it was super cheap too. Hang on. $1.99. $1.99. Are you out of your mind? So $2 and that's pretty juicy. Not sticky at all. The smell of this peach one, because I was reading that each color has a slightly different smell to it. It kind of smells like an off peach. Like, I smell a peach a little bit, but is it kind of like a dusty peach? Yeah, I don't love the smell of it, but the feel of it feels really nice. I'm sure it's not going to be long lasting, but it's nice nonetheless. Okay, so threw on some lashes after all, and I used the House of Lashes Iconic Light, which you can get at the drugstore now. They do sell House of Lashes at Target, which is super exciting. And then some Ultas have it too, but Target would probably be the easiest. Yeah, so I'm not gonna go through every single thing, but let's talk about what I think you might want to check out. So the Milani Glow Skin Tint, if you like something that you can apply with your fingers really quickly and just give that really beautiful glowy look, but you just want a sheer coverage, not a lot of fuss, this was a gorgeous product used that way. I did like the under eye concealer. I think those actually pair very well together if you need a more light to medium coverage under eye concealer that gives that brightening look. You have to check out the Revolution Nude palette if you see it, because wow, that formula was beautiful. The mattes weren't super pigmented, but they still blended out really nicely. And those metallic shades were so creamy, very reminiscent and comparable to the Huda Beauty, those creamy metallics, those formulas that she uses. Yeah, very similar to that. I really liked the NYX brow products. I think you should check out those. Juicy Balm was pretty nice, especially for a $1.99. The Milani lipsticks, those are pigmented but hydrating at the same time, so if you can find a shade that you like. Oh my gosh, this blush. These cream blushes, if you like a cream blush, I can still see it, which is super exciting. So it didn't disappear on me. I'm loving that. I'm gonna have to pick up some more shades of that. Was there anything that was like, oh my gosh, stay away? I didn't like the mascara. Civica mascara, just no. Oh my gosh, I love this palette too. I can't wait to play with it some more. It's so glowy, it's so pretty. So yeah, we have a lot of hits today. I mean, you guys saw me trying it all on. That is all the new drugstore products that I picked up to try for you all today. I'm sure there's going to be more coming down the pipeline real soon. In fact, I already saw so many things that I passed on this time. Like Milani has a whole bunch of new primers I want to check out. There's a new foundation from CoverGirl that I want to check out that's full coverage. So I'll be back real soon with another drugstore themed makeup video, and then of course just my regular videos up until then. If you were new to my channel, new to my face, don't forget to subscribe before you go, and then follow me over on my social media channels if you aren't yet. I'm Ellix over at TikTok, Instagram. I'm even on Snapchat now, so you can go check me out there and get some extended content. But in the meantime, I hope that every single one of you have a great, freaking awesome, wonderful, beautiful, lovely, happy day.